Okay, good morning everybody. It's me. I'm doing my squats. I want to show you all of the high protein drinks that I purchased. Oh, by the way, wait a second here. Before I carry on, sometimes there are new people that do join the channel. Sorry, not join. Subscribe to the channel. Hi. My name is Lasha Royanko. Hi there. My channel is called High Voltage. And I do want to say that Trevor's Life and Legos did the logo, the animated one, and he sent me another one in neon that's smaller, and I'm going to change it if I have the time today. So far today, I put up a video about Michael Kozak, who passed away. And that is why I am late with the Amber Heard and the Johnny Depp trial, revisiting it 2 years later to see if his testimony stands the test of time. Because everybody was so quick to jump on Amber Heard. And I said this 100 times, I'll say it one more time. What does the death and the high voltage and all of this have to do with each other? Okay, well, let's just start with A. Why did I start this channel? It's such a long story. I don't want to put the other people who have subscribed through this because they kindly know that they have to skip at least 5 minutes of a video every time I put it up to explain it. Since you've come across here, don't be so quick to run away. You don't know what people have. And nowadays you have to make such a quick impression so frickin' quickly because nobody takes the time to really get to know people. And people are too quick to judge and jump. It's true. Paula M. pisses me off to no end because I have not received that money from her mug. There's even been questions whether her orphanage exists because she asks for money all the time. However, I still subscribe to her channel. I've donated money before. I did receive a great sweatshirt, just not the mug. She did respond in Messenger. I want to clear that up. So we're clearing that up. It happens. I don't know about the orphanage. I don't know. If I was a creator and I was Paula M. and I had that many people subscribed to a channel, but you can't take time to reply to 400 comments. Do you know what I did once? And I'm going to leave the channel nameless. I went through all of the comments and I replied and deleted, replied, deleted, replied, deleted, replied, deleted, replied, deleted to 400 people, and it took me 15 minutes. And you all know that I do not leave short messages. I don't use the, oh, thank you, excellent, you know, where you can actually pick. And nowadays on the phone, you don't even have to spell the entirety of the word. And in order to use SETI, you have to talk into a Scottish accent. So, to find out who I am, you have to go to change.org and you've got to type in LASHAROJENKO LASHAROJENKO. And then you've got to search, read what happened. That's why I started it, okay? Michael Kozak passed away, and I told him that if he hurt himself, I would want to wake him up and just shake him to death. And it really bugs me because the last time I saw him, he wasn't using any substances. Why am I going like this? Because I'm lying. We did have pot. That's it. And he died of fentanyl. I understand why doctors are afraid about pain medication nowadays, because it is a pervasive disease that gets worse and worse and worse and worse. Because it can change who you are. Well, so can marijuana, so can ayahuasca, so can many things. But it's so important for people that use it properly. So the reason I'm holding off doing my video on Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, why I believe her defense did not give her a fair defense. They didn't know how to defend her. They didn't go about it the wrong way. However, I am not paying for the public records of the Johnny Depp trial. I won't do it. I'll go through the transcripts of the trial. It's all on, it's everywhere. And Andy from Popcorn Planet and Popcorn Palace, they're almost up to 1 million subscribers, and good on them. I used to watch them all of the time until I found out that he was doing a rebuttal on Dan White's Leaving Neverland. So Andy, if you're really doing that, you've got to get in touch with James Safechuck. His mother, the father has passed. Wade Robson, his wife, the mother, the brother, the sister. I remember those clips from when I was little. Michael Jackson hid in plain sight. I don't give a crap what anybody says about Jordan Chandler's father Men in Tights movie. I saw it actually. It was kind of funny. And I don't blame him for trying to extort Michael Jackson. That would kill him more than going to jail. You know, people are greedy. You don't know. But I remember watching the Grammy Awards, and he was with Brooke Shields. And he had this kid on his lap that and he always wore glasses. I don't trust people that wear sunglasses all the time. So, my crime of the century connection to the Johnny Depp trial and the defense, which actually exonerates Amber Heard and does debunk some of the things that people said she lied about that I don't believe she did. So this is not going to be a popular video for Johnny Depp fans, but just hear me out. I love Johnny Depp. I hate the word fan, because this is what a fan is. A fan is something that goes like this. This is a fan, okay? Whose face can I use to make a fan? Let's see here. Council News, Town of Lincoln. You know, I think I need to get involved in Lincoln politics. Could you imagine that? Well, imagine it, because across town's manufacturing sector gets a boost. Okay, great. All right, let's use the end. This is what a fan is, guys. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Anyways, I don't like the word fan because I don't even know what that means as far as what the dictionary versions before like the early 2000s. I know that, you know, acronyms are in the dictionary now. Do we even have a new dictionary? I don't know. I've got a lot of research to do on Google, but one thing I did research for 2 years was the Amber Heard, the Johnny Depp trial. I've read everything. I've watched everything. I've listened to every opinion on both sides. I've been in a relationship similar to Johnny Depp where I have to admit the guy was like Johnny Depp and I was kind of like the Amber Heard, but like they were on steroids, okay? You know, I was just on green. And I don't like the word follower. Jesus had followers. God has followers. We're not gods. YouTube was supposed to be a friendly place where people support each other. The Zuckerbergs can afford it. Jesus, if any of you have YouTube channels and you're getting started and you want a supporter, count me in. This is a fan, okay? This is a fan. Remember the ladies in the South used to use fans to cool themselves off? But really what we've learned over the years is that fans really don't work. Except if somebody else is doing it and the other person isn't exerting the energy, okay? So, yeah, Michael Kozak died. That freaked me out a little bit. Plus I have to work tonight at 6 o'clock. That's why I didn't go live, and I don't want to get distracted, because when I do lives and people watch, that's great, because that's why I'm doing them, to interact and get to know the people that are participating in this little wee cyberspace place in the world. But what I am proud of, I'm going off a little bit, I know, meaning from subject to subject. So yeah, Michael passed away. That freaked me out because he was here a month ago. He was clean. And when I knew him and met him, he was just starting to lose everything. So I kind of met him on his downfall, and it took 1 year to take his life. And I remember saying to him, I don't know any of your friends, because everybody's so transient in that world. Why do I know so much about this world? Because I landed in poverty. And I didn't have much of a choice but where I lived. And you see things. And you know what's funny? A lot of people in this town used to think that I was a crack addict or something, or whatever they wanted to think. And they did. And I'm not. It's because I'm skinny, I'm a little out there, and my mental recovery has not fully come to fruition. It really hasn't. You know, I'll get into that in a later video, but I'm doing this video because I'm doing my squats. So, if you want to stick around for that, great. If you don't, fine. But as far as I'm concerned, you should all be doing them with me, and I'm going outside in the sun with music. God damn this. I mean, gosh darn, this thing is really actually quite heavy. Hang on. I already told you my friend Joey moved to Mexico and he left me these weights. Ugh. Oh my God. Okay, hang on. Ugh. All right. It's like a I was gonna say a psycho ward. A bulletproof vest. Hey! You know what I was thinking of doing on this channel for real? Okay, so I want to show you all something. Oh, this is the books. These are the books that I am actually going to read. And I know I kept saying, I'm going to get finished with Annalise. I'm going to get finished with... I am. I just don't know when right now. But it will happen, and I'm going to make it good. And it'll be like you haven't missed a chapter. I'm starting to get the hang of this, I think. And if I'm not, Sarah will tell me, where's Judith? I'm so sorry that Judith and PJ's unsubscribed. It's such a shame. And 2 other people did too, because they tried to get in contact with me via email, and they thought that I was full of shit because my email bounced back. But that's because my storage was full, and I actually don't know how to unload my storage. And I phoned Rogers, and they told me how to do it, but it's not working on my computer. It says that I have to have an Apple computer to unload Apple phone stuff, because this is an Asus computer. But oh, how the hell do I know? What do I know? Anyways, where are my leg weights? They used to use this in the 80s. And I bought my mother shaving cream and razors so she could shave her legs. The only reason she would not do the exercises with me for people that have either been injured or are in their, they're frail maybe, or maybe you're getting over an eating disorder or cancer and you need to build strength. There are exercises you can do in the chair. And I was going to use my hand, for her to push up. There's so many things that my mother and I can do, but her legs are so hairy. She hasn't shaved them, I bet you, in a year. My mother's legs hairs are that long, and she'll tell you herself, actually. She thinks it's hilarious. Where are the ones for my arms? Oh, I put them here. Oh, I found some pictures, and I'm sharing them with you because I'm also going to be talking about Eugenie again. Okay. I'm only showing you these pictures everything dropped. I'm only showing these pictures because it's very serious. Not what I'm fine. What's happening with her is really serious. And you're right, Sarah, I need a new light. My eyes look way better with light behind them. Hang on, let's see if I can do something. There. All right. Eugenie is anorexic. It's not an opinion, she is. And she has a YouTube channel. And I think at one point she had like 1 million or 2 people or something. But I did look at her channel, but I didn't subscribe to it. But it's 20,000 now. So maybe she got demonetized for some reason. But anyways, I watched a video. There's a lot of new channels that I've found, and they're at 8,000 subscriptions and so on. There aren't a lot of comments or likes or anything, and it almost sounds AI generated. Is that possible? Like, I have no idea. So anyway, she's anorexic. And her mother was on there. I think I saw the piece on CNN or something. I didn't even know who she was on YouTube. And I did like a commentation, is that the right word? A commentation or an opinion piece about anorexia, having been through it myself. That's why I want to finish Annalise Michael. It's, you know what, it's actually a hard book for me to read. I'm not gonna lie. Why does one procrastinate? Well, they're getting something from it. Because if you procrastinate or you don't eat, you're denying life. So, why I started denying life at 9, 10, 11, 12 is when it got bad. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, I started to gain weight, but I went the other way. I got very heavy and I couldn't stop eating. I didn't purge or I would have been thin, no. Like I let my thighs grow from, like this out to tree trunks, and I got these like really red colored stretch marks, and now they're white, but they're really deep. And yeah, it's just, I don't care now, but gaining weight after being anorexic like that, it is true. Anorexia and overeating they are linked. They are at opposite sides of the spectrum because I've been on both sides. Then I lost the weight that I gained, and I have one picture of myself when I'm fat. And I'm trying to find it. Hang on. Just a second. I'm just bringing some pictures over randomly. If I find it, I find it. If I don't, I don't. Maybe some pictures will spark some memories. Well, the ones that I didn't drop all over the floor. Oh, here we go, here we go. I just dropped one. Here we go, here we go. Oh, here's the cover of the picture of Annalise Michael. See? I meant to finish this book. I need to do it in one go, though. It's not going to be tonight. It won't be before my Amber Heard and Johnny Depp crime of the century, lack thereof in defense with Amber Heard's team, lost opportunities about addiction and caregiving, and then we're going to finish this for sure. I've tried to read Becoming. I've outlined some passages about the White House for Trevor. After Annalise, I want to read The Happiest Man on Earth, The Beautiful Life of an Auschwitz Survivor. I've yet to find out if this is the book that was based on the movie Life is Beautiful. It was an Italian movie in the early 90s, mid 90s, about Auschwitz and yeah, at any rate. Okay, I just dropped everything all over the ground, including guitar strips. Okay, all right. All right, this is me. I'm 14 years old, 78 pounds. You can't tell though because of the clothes I'm wearing. My mother used to go to shops to buy clothes for me, like girls, for little girls. And I never wanted tight clothes. Now, if you look, I don't want you to, and I'm not putting her footage up on my video because I don't know how, and even if I did, I wouldn't. Just like I'm not putting the tapes of Annalise Michael on this book. I wonder if she was epileptic, anorexic, and schizophrenic. That's a lot, and she would have been damned if she was, but it makes me wonder because when I was anorexic, I felt like there was a demon on my back. So, yeah, I think I was 15 or 14. My grandmother's 84. Yeah. And I took care of my grandmother from the time I was 12 until 24 years old, because when I was 24, I was at a healthy weight. This is my mother and my aunt and I, and they're holding me up on the bike. I think Janie took that picture because We're also at the beach with Muffy. And as you can tell, I've got a hat on, long clothes. And this is my dad and my Baba, who I miss terribly. This is my grandmother, my grandfather. My nails are filthy. You know why? Because they are. It doesn't matter how many times a day I wash my hands, scrub my nails, it doesn't matter. Because Sophie is Sophie. And the reason my feet are dirty is because I walk on the ground without shoes. I shower in the morning, I shower before work, I shower after work, especially after work. Oh my goodness, I smell like a big shawarma, but they're so good. Anyways, this is a fan, okay? And Jesus had followers. So let's go do the squats. Oh, pictures. Wait a minute. Oh God. Okay. I'm going to do it. This is me. Oh, look at my fingernails. That's terrible. I need to go. They're all falling all over the place. This is me. And the doctor thought that taking pictures would help me realize what I looked like. And you know what's interesting? When I looked at this picture, I knew how skinny I was. I did not have body dysmorphia. I think after the anorexia I did, but like for instance, here's a picture of me when I worked in Lake Louise, and that's when I got really heavy, because you go from one to the other. And the reason that I stopped the anorexia, my mother tried to get me help from everywhere on the planet you could imagine. And I know you're not going to believe me. I wouldn't open my mouth. I wouldn't talk to anybody about it. I didn't even understand what was going on myself. And okay, so here's me at 18 after I put on weight. Now I'm not fat, but obviously, wait. So there, right? Where's that awful picture? This is a slow form of suicide, and I always think to myself, why would somebody who had a pretty healthy childhood in many ways want to die? Why? 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 Now they're saying it's some kind of genetic disorder and it can run in families. Well, turns out there are a few people in my family that did have eating disorders. So maybe, yeah, I'm not as nuts as I thought I was back then. Does anybody remember Rory Block? Does anybody know what a VHS tape is? Trevor, do you know what a VHS tape is? I've got to get this into computer, because Rory Block, I saw her at the Women's Blues Review in Toronto. Oh, and she was amazing. What's that? Those are my mother's pets in Calgary. Oh, this is me, and it was I organized a Jenny Craig party for the team. I almost said staff. That's not like me. I almost said that. Anyways, the team. And so that was me back then, and I was very, very upset with my hair color, because Samantha sent me to this hairdresser That was a little bit. And this coat, my father took it, gave it to his wife. I can't believe it. There's my cousin Jennifer. And there's my mom. Hi, Jennifer, if you ever see this. Lost family members that are still alive that you don't talk to, I'll never understand in a million years. This was out in Nova Scotia. Oh, this is me dyeing my hair in 2009. That's me in 2006 with my mom. What's this? Oh, there's my mother and I at the wedding. My one wedding. Our one wedding. Oh my gosh. That was our home at Park. Anyways, so these are some books too. Father Hunger is really good. If you're abandoned under the age of 12 by a parent, it can do irreversible harm and damage to youngsters. And that's why I love that Princess Kate does the early years. And I sometimes almost wonder, did she get that idea because Harry? And I believe that it doesn't matter what I believe. It doesn't matter what I say. I can't repeat that line. It's from a movie. Yes, and Melody Moon. The movie was Blindness, and the kids are all, hey, Ma! How are you? Are you stunned? Okay, I'm going to do my squats. Do I? Yeah, they're right here. There's one left somewhere, but there's also a pipe, and there's also those. So I'll fix one up real soon. It won't take me long to do these, I promise. I'm making a video. No, I understand. These are these. So you can also use those as papers. You just have to take out the tobacco. That's all. I just have to get more papers. Oh, Mom, here's one. Here. Here. Me? I had half of one. Oh, I'm working tonight at 6 and Gary got me a shirt.
What kind?
I'm working at 6. Yeah. Ready, everybody? Yeah. I'm officially a Yella. I'm an Ella Yella. Yalla. I'll think of a yodel for Yella. Anyway, so it's almost 3 o'clock. You know the fly thing that we made last night, that video, Mom? This guy woman named JD, do you know, we made the video about the flies when I was killing them on the roof. Because it was sleepy wheezy time or sleepy squeezy time. Because I noticed at nighttime they all congregate to the roof.
Roof?
The roof. And that's when I got them. And so you know what this GD said? Wow, if I was in your house, I wouldn't want to be a fly on the wall. I thought that was hysterical. A comment. It was a comment that was made on the video. And if I was in your house, I wouldn't want to be a fly on the wall. That was funny. Mom? Don't you think? Why aren't you laughing?
I'm stunned.
About what?
The medication. I'm stunned.
Do you feel better with less or more? You can't quite even decide.
It doesn't help my pain.
It's not helping the pain. Okay, Mom and I have some serious talking to do about this doctor. And it's not even the doctor's